Hello guys and welcome to another video. Alice Oseman just dropped a huge announcement about Heartstopper on us. If you're a big fan of the graphic novel and the show, you know that on this very day, just 3 years ago, we got Heartstopper Season 1 and that changed everything. Everyone fell in love with it completely and they demanded more, and right after Season 1, we got a confirmation that we had Season 2 and Season 3 in the bag, which of course led us to wonder, what about Season 4? Season 3 came out fairly recently on October 3rd.
On October 3rd? He asked me what day it was.
It's October 3rd.
So it's only been like half a year, which doesn't seem like that much until you think about the fact that the other seasons were renewed so freaking early. So with all this talk about Season 4, what is this big announcement? I wonder what it could be. Well, Alice Oseman just announced that it is confirmed. We are getting a Heartstopper movie? That's right, we are not getting Heartstopper Season 4 anytime soon. It's not gonna happen ever. Instead, we are going to get a Heartstopper movie. Was that in your 2025 bingo card? Because it definitely wasn't on mine. Here's the announcement that we got. So both on Instagram and on Twitter, Alice posted this picture, which when I saw, I was like, that's adorable. What do you mean? What? We're making a movie. With this photo strip that's super iconic by now in the fandom, both in the graphic novels and in the show. And here's what Alice had to say. We are making a feature film to conclude the Heartstopper screen adaptation based on Heartstopper Volume 6 and the Nick and Charlie novella. I had not read that. Oh my god. The Nick and Charlie novella? Let me get it. Let me get it. If you're just a fan of the Heartstopper show, you might not know that they are based on graphic novels. We have 5 published physical volumes. Volume 6 is being published on Tapas, and I'm sure it'll get a physical volume soon. But we also have like a literary version of a cinematic universe. So we have this novella, Nick and Charlie, and we also have This Winter, which I guess was kind of adapted already in Season 3. That's as close to an adaptation as we're gonna get of This Winter. Let me read you the synopsis of Nick and Charlie so you get an idea about what it's about. Everyone knows that Nick and Charlie are the perfect couple, that they're inseparable. But now Nick is leaving for university and Charlie will be left behind at sixth form. As the time to say goodbye draws closer, both boys begin to question, is their love strong enough to survive being apart? After all, first loves rarely last forever. If you hear that synopsis and think, isn't that exactly what Volume 6 is about? It is. You don't need to read this, but you can, and it's fun, and the font is huge, so it's a very quick read. Back to the announcement. We are getting to tell the end of the story. I'm deeply relieved and so excited about this new creative venture. Relieved because, again, it had been 6 months since we'd gotten any news, so everyone was on edge. I've written the script and we're hard at work already. I know you'll have a lot of questions and I'll be able to talk about it more very soon. But for now, let's celebrate. Heartstopper is getting its ending. Honestly, that is more than I could have ever hoped for, so I'm not complaining. Given the fact that when I started this channel, I was reacting to the fact that it was getting an adaptation and the casting every single time we got it, this is just bringing my channel full circle. And I, for once, I'm 100% on board. We also got a little video announcing the movie, so let's watch that. POV, you're a Heartstopper fan waiting for news. And then just in the middle of a train station, this banner that says, who fancies a movie then? A Heartstopper movie is coming, of course, with the leaf emojis. The caption reads, Happy Leaf Day, which I guess is a stand-in for Heartstopper. A Heartstopper movie, our final chapter based on Alice Oseman's upcoming Volume 6, is coming. We don't know when, we don't know where. We do know where, it's Netflix, but we do know it's coming, which is just very exciting. As someone who had been waiting anxiously for Season 4 to be announced, could never be happier. And it's hilarious to me that some people knew that today was the anniversary of Season 1 and they were commenting on Twitter things like this. You literally made this happen. You should be so proud of yourself, except you made something even better happen, in my opinion. Apparently, Heartstopper will return bigger than ever. Is this the official poster for the movie, or is it just something that they cropped out the background to in Season 1 and just slapped on there? Now, if you're not really part of the fandom, you don't understand how big of a deal this is, because just this past February, this is all the information that we had. I'm working very hard behind the scenes to get it renewed. We don't have a final answer yet, but there are so many people behind the scenes who are working really hard to make it happen. Now, the question I want to ask the audience is why you think that we're getting a movie instead of Season 4. In my opinion, as someone who's been a long-time reader of the graphic novels and someone who reads the updates every 10 days when Alice Oseman posts on Tapas, I personally believe that it's simply because there's not that much going on in Volume 6. Every single season has been a mix of 2 volumes, except for Season 3, which was just Volume 5, which leaves us Volume 6 for the next potential season. However, nothing truly happens. It's just Nick and Charlie vibing, trying to figure out who they are without the other one present, growing as a couple, but also individually, trying to figure out who they are, what they want their next step to be. And all of that can be condensed into a 2-hour movie, methinks. And if you truly think about it, it'll just be like getting half a season, because Heartstopper episodes were like 20 minutes to 30 minutes long, and we got 8 episodes this season. So that would be a 4-hour season compared to like a 2-hour movie. Taking into account that each season was 2 volumes, the fact that we get 2 hours of content for 1 volume checks out in my book. But enough about what I think. Let's see how people reacted on Instagram to the announcement. Oh my god, please let it be as long as humanly possible. Give me some Titanic length movie. Honestly, I'm fine with it just being 2 hours long. Even if it's like 1 hour and 40 minutes, I think that's more than enough time for the message to come across. That is such a relief, but you guys really deserved that final season. Please let the movie be like 5 hours long. A final season was deserved, but I'm so happy you guys got to conclude the show. Who is screaming with me? I'm pretty sure we all are. I'm so sad we're not getting the final season though. You guys deserved it so bad, but I'm happy we're getting something to conclude the story. As a massive fan of both Good Omens and Heartstopper, it's simultaneously a blessing and a curse to be able to get a conclusion to both of these stories, but only in form of a film. I'm so very excited and so incredibly grateful to everyone working so hard to make the 4th season of Heartstopper happen. Let's go! Feeling very bittersweet right now, but I'm glad we'll get to see the ending in the TV show version. I'm so happy it's getting its ending, but intrigued as to how it's gonna squeeze into 90 minutes. Now the thing is, as I said before, there are 5 published volumes and volume 6 is ongoing on Tapas, with new chapters coming out every 10 days. That is to say that a possible reason for this announcement to have taken this long is that they're waiting to conclude the show at the same time that they conclude volume 6 online. And I think that would be a very cool thing to do. Post the final chapter and then like the next day or the next week have the movie come out on Netflix. Or even like on the same day. That would be explosive. I don't think they would do that. I think they would want to prolong it as long as possible. But having them both end in like the same month, I think would be very poetic, like a very nice way to go. Also, another reason I'm wondering why they might have done a movie instead of a new season is that both Kit Connor and Joe Locke are getting a lot of acting gigs recently. Both are doing musicals, both are doing blockbuster movies and TV shows for very important studios, so now might be the hardest time for them to find an actual time to sit down and film a whole season. And I'm thinking maybe with Olivia Colman as well, it would be easier to tie down these now very big actors to a project if it's just a movie. I'm not an expert in film, so who knows? Someone started vacuuming in the background, so I think that's my cue to leave. Please leave a like if you like this video and let me know in the comments down below if you are happy or a little bit disappointed that we're getting a movie instead of a season. And please, please, please let me know all your theories as to why we're getting a movie instead of a season. To be honest, I'm quite happy with what we've gotten, so you won't hear me complaining. You will see me, however, reacting to the movie as soon as it comes out. I am so excited. I've been there for every single season. The day they have come out, I have been watching them. They are so good. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that video of me reacting to the movie as soon as it comes out, and click that bell button so you get a notification when it does. They're really kicking me out now, so I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!